Hey, Billy.
What's up, Andrew?
I have so much shit to talk about, man.
Brother, we have so much shit to talk about.
You know what? Let's make a fucking podcast.
But what are we going to call it?
How about so much shit to talk about?
I love it.
I love us.
Got so much shit to talk about. Got so much shit to talk about.
We've got so much shit to talk about.
And we're back.
Dun, 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 dun.
I got married.
Yes, he did.
You were there.
I was there. It was glorious.
You danced.
I danced my ass off.
Okay, so, we say he danced, but he had a blue and white plaid shirt. Maybe with some darker blue.
Blue and green.
That looked black from the sweat that you were excreting. Because that's how much you danced.
I might have a medical condition stemming from that night still. I almost died of heat stroke.
Well, and your wifey danced so much she had bloody toes.
Blood toe. She did.
Yeah.
She had a real bad case of blood toe the next day. It was
Which
gross.
is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
You could slip.
Yeah.
You can get blood head that way.
Yeah. She was in danger, all right. Danger of me not sucking on those toes anymore. Which I do, usually.
I don't think a little blood toe would stop me from that.
A little blood toe ain't gonna stop me.
I'm not scared of a little blood toe.
Mm-mm.
It was good, though. It was good. We had a great time. A great wedding ceremony. Yep. No one got hit with the walnuts.
No.
Miraculously.
Let me set the scene. Everyone in attendance at the ceremony was in danger of getting hit by falling walnuts. And these walnut trees are very mature. These walnuts are dropping from, what would you say?
100 feet?
Well, I'd say
80.
I'd say probably 60 feet.
I'd say 80 at the top. Those are fucking tall trees.
Conservatively, we'll say 60, and we'll say probably
200.
Yeah.
On the big end.
Holy shit, though! I mean,
it's not a redwood.
It would have killed somebody with an unformed frontal lobe.
Yeah, and there were babies there. That was a possibility.
Yeah,
you know?
there were infants in attendance I was worried for. I was like, put a helmet on that child. But we made it through without any injuries, and that was great. Oh, and I got to meet Andrew's crew. You know, that was cool.
Fam?
Got to
my buds.
Yeah, got to meet
My
the bros and the father. And I will say this, and I know I know I tried to get some people on board with this, and I don't give a fuck because Bridget saw it too. Your dad looks like Carl the drug dealer from Workaholics, which is awesome.
He does.
Kyle Newacek.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I was just like, this is cool. That's awesome. I always love...
I feel like my dad's eyes are more narrow than his, but yeah.
Aside
definitely.
from that, you know...
If he had a beanie on, too.
It was very, very close. It was cool. And your dad was cool. Introduced me to that American Honey whiskey.
Yes.
It is good.
We're not sponsored, but we are drinking it right now.
Yes, we are. You're welcome.
Dink it and sink it. Let's take a drink right
Dink
here.
it and sink it.
Cheers to being back.
Mm-hmm. Married man. And, oh, man, your bros were great. I love Bill.
Yes, Bill.
That's not me being partial, because the guy's got a great name, like Bill.
He's a cool dude.
But
all of them are, but
Bill ruled.
yes.
We walked home drunk from the bar together.
Yeah, we got drove home.
And you got drove home. But we had a good walk, and then that was cool. So, you know, I made a bond with him. So, and you know, Joseph, your other friend, he just seems like a great guy. I just tell he's a cool dude. And
we're beard brothers.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
think he's my longest running friend since like elementary.
Right on.
Since I moved to Indiana, because I moved to Indiana in 3rd grade.
Okay.
But I became friends with him probably closer to 5th grade. He was my brother's friend. They were in the same grade. They were 2 years older than me, but we started hanging out a lot too, because we all had like interest in all playing games and shit together.
Sure.
So then, yeah, that'd be pretty much it. And we're also both Freemasons, so we're both brothers in that sense. So about three different ways we're brothers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you Eskimo brothers?
Yes, probably are.
my man.
I think I'm Eskimo Brothers. I know I'm Eskimo Brothers with everyone in the wedding party and the officiant.
Good man. The officiant,
Jason?
Jason,
Yeah.
he was cool. I liked Jason a lot too.
Yeah, we're like ride or dies, bad boys for life type. We always say we ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life.
Yeah,
We've been through thick and thin for sure.
He was a good dude. He did a good job on your ceremony too.
That was his first one.
Yep.
And-
yeah, that's what
and,
he said.
One of my friends couldn't make it. He's in the Navy, so he actually didn't. He wasn't able to come up, but he's getting married shortly as well, and Jason's going to officiate that wedding too.
Jason and I got ordained through the same organization,
Universal Life Church.
the Universal Life Church. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Except I got ordained back in 2005.
Does it expire?
I never sent in for the real credentials. I just printed out the certificate that said I was ordained. And
Yeah, 'cause he got the card.
Left it at that. Yeah. And then they contacted me about how I could get like my official credentials and everything. But whatever.
Then Skylar.
Still got a certificate that says Reverend
Random.
William Grant Stanton II. So, God dang, that sounds important.
Doesn't it though?
Man, I tell you what, I missed you guys while you were gone. I've missed this. I've missed this podcast. Holy shit.
I thought about it. I was like, man, I was laying there in Orlando in our hotel room, the king bed, which we're getting a king bed now.
Yeah.
We already had planned to get We already planned to get a new mattress because I can't sleep on the one we have. I have a lot of back problems. It's tough to get comfortable.
Sure.
Our box springs are shot, so no matter how much you move, it's creaking
Yeah.
and it's very annoying.
Can't fix that.
Back on track, I was like, man, you know what? We could probably like Skype session one, but I didn't want to try and fight the service or anything like that. Sound quality probably would have been bad, so.
Right? That's how a lot of podcasting got done back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Via Skype. Actually, a lot of people still do that, but it's not a preferred method.
Gotta have some quality,
Some.
Our content and the sound quality.
By the way, another unofficial sponsor. Andrew and I use the Samson, not Samsung. That's Samson, Samson Meteor mic. Because it happened to be the most affordable microphone on the top 10 list of affordable podcast microphones. And it maintained a 4.7 out of 5 rating. So,
Stick that
there you go.
wherever you need to.
That's how we got here. But, we got here for lots of ways, I guess.
Yeah. Sex being one of them.
Sex being one of them, I was the winner, the Stanton Spermathon 85. I beat out millions of other contestants. That's how I know I'm special. They were all less fortunate than I.
Seeing, I know that it was a hell of a race with mine not because I'm fast, okay? I mean, I used to be quick, but I wasn't ever the quickest or the fastest. But I'm competitive as shit.
Yeah.
So I know that all the other ones had to have been competitive too. Or, you know what? Maybe it was completely vice versa. Maybe they're like, you know what? No, you can win.
Maybe.
But I like to think of it as it was a battle royale. Me and 1,000 other sperm made the cut to get to the egg, and I beat them, all of them. I bet there were some that got in there, but I fucking pushed all the way through.
Do you think maybe it's kind of like just being born in itself that proves that we are selfish?
Yeah.
Because, think about it.
Because fuck those guys.
You sent thousands of your brothers to die.
Yeah.
While
Or sisters.
you-
Or sisters.
Or sisters. Hey, I don't want to assume genders here, okay? Just because you're floating around in a ball sack does not mean you're a boy.
That's true.
So you sent thousands of brothers and sisters to die so that you, and you alone, could come here. And you couldn't even bring a twin or maybe a couple, like a triplet
A twin
situation
would
with
be
you?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd probably kill it, though.
Only an identical twin. Let's just be honest. Twins that are not identical are just, it's stupid.
We
It's like,
know
well, you're
some
not.
twins that are not identical.
I know several twins that are not identical.
But mutually.
Do we?
Amy.
Oh, yeah, I always
Yeah.
forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. We have a mutual acquaintance that's a twin. Paternal.
Yeah. And her brother
Mhm.
is her twin.
Don't know him.
Oh, have you ever met him? Never met him?
No.
Okay. But yeah, they're not really identical because, well, she's female and he is not.
Yes.
He is a male.
One has hooters, one has moobs.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a concept.
I like Amy.
So do I. She's cool.
But
I went to school with her.
Yes. Well, her and Bridget held hands in a cornfield while Bridget urinated. We were a little intoxicated.
Was that not too long ago?
No, this was a long time
okay.
ago. Yeah, this was in the early days of Billy and Bridge. We were at a Naked Karate Girls concert. My wife had a little bit too much alcohol, and on the way home, she thought she had to puke, but she didn't. But since we were pulled over, she's like, well, I do have to pee. So she made Amy go out into the middle of a cornfield with her, and they squatted and held hands and urinated.
That's adorable.
It was cute. I remember making Bridget smash her head into a car that night.
That's not adorable.
No, it's completely unintentional, of course.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
I misjudged the amount of strength I had whilst I myself was pretty intoxicated. And I had her like jump into my arms or something. And, luckily there was a car there to catch her face. So, it didn't go all the way down to the concrete.
I had a boss one time that said he knocked himself out by sneezing. Because he had just opened his door and he sneezed and he slammed his head off the front door, which made him fall back, and he hit the back of his head on the door. Well, so he slammed his head off of the car,
yeah,
and then he hit the back of his head off the door, and then he said he woke up and he was just lying there and people are around him.
That poor bastard.
That fucking sucks.
Wow. Yeah. I could see myself doing something stupid like that though. I had this weird episode one time where I got a little faint, like lightheaded, that feeling you get when you stand up too quick. Mm-hmm. And I remember having that feeling, and then the next thing I know, I'm just sitting on the floor. Well, that's all I remember, but my manager made me watch some footage. He's like, dude, I'm going to rewind this tape. You got to see what just happened to you. Do you even remember? I said, no, dude, I just woke up on the floor. So I go into some kind of seizure almost, which is odd because I'm not prone to these at all, and this is a one-time occurrence. But I stood up. I get the feeling like you stand up too quick. I fall to the ground basically on my ass, and then I start rocking back and forth. Like, if I would have been laying down, I would have been fine, but I couldn't control like my upper torso, and I just kind of went limp noodle, and my neck and head are just I keep hitting the back of my head on the counter behind me as I'm having this like little episode, and then I just fall over to the side, and then I wake up and there I am.
I have passed out twice. The first time I was making myself pass out, but didn't think it would work. I was in industrial tech.
That shit works.
In middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And we still had Mr. Fitzgerald at the time, who was awesome, and he helped us like work with NASA, and like he actually moved on to work alongside them.
Cool.
Which is super awesome.
Yeah, that's
My name
awesome.
is on Mars because he put like all of our names on a CD, and like it got shot up with one of the probes that went to NASA. Went to Mars.
Nice.
I was like, fuck yeah. So I was like,
I'm kind of known on Mars.
Yeah, people know me. I had my like hands around my neck and was like trying to push all of like my blood and stuff forward, and my face was really red. Mm-hmm. Well, we had to stand up, so I stood up, and Brandon Fellers, one of my groomsmen, he said I remember waking up and he was laughing because when I had stood up, I took 2 steps and I was done and fell face forward, and I hit a girl named Sarah's ass with my face. It just went straight to the floor. Like, I remember waking up and it felt like a dream coming out of it, and I was spinning and I was like, what the hell? And all I remember hearing is Brandon just laughing. And we did not like each other at the time.
Really?
Brandon and I fought from elementary until probably high school.
No way.
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He was cool. I liked him too.
But yeah, that was crazy. The other time was a freshman.
Brandon's a big boy, let me tell you.
Yeah, I think
He's a good sized boy.
6'4", 6'5". He's 300 pounds now.
Yeah, he's big.
293 last time he weighed.
I could talk shit to him and he wouldn't even take me serious. Is the thing. Like, he's that much bigger than me. Like I pose zero threat to a man of his stature. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm pretty much free to say anything I want to a boy that big. It's pretty nice.
And he's one of my really good friends.
I can go up and just talk shit.
I still talk shit to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But I would never want to get into a tussle with him.
No. Well, God, no. That's a predetermined outcome. You know, I don't like predetermined outcomes. I like chance.
So the second time I passed out,
The rapper.
he's very good too. I had just had surgery on my abdomen. I had a epigastric hernia repair, and
He got ab implants. Don't listen.
I did. That's how I'm so shredded now. That's solid muscle you're hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to the bathroom. I was probably dehydrated. I know I was on Vicodin for the pain. I was asleep, woke up, had to pee, got up, went to the bathroom. As soon as I locked the door, had my pants down, taking a piss. I remember falling backwards. I grabbed the towel rack, which is above. It ripped out of the wall, and I woke up, pants down, my grandfather banging on the door, asking if I'm okay. He ends up breaking the door down to get in there, and the first thing I'm worried about, because I'm like 13 or 14, my dick's out.
Oh no!
I don't want my grandpa seeing my dick, so I'm trying to pull up my pants, but my stomach didn't hurt. It was my back, because of our metal shower door. The handle scratched my fucking back. From probably a good 3/4 of my back was completely ripped up.
Metal shower door.
It had a sharp corner on it, and that's what I hit when I fell backwards.
Did you fucking live in a? Did you live in an S&M dungeon?
Hey, I don't know my grandpa's life, but yeah, we lived with them, so it was something else.
Yeah. I was always a little leery of glass shower doors. I just don't trust them.
It would suck.
I don't.
I like our shower curtains. We have curtains. We don't have to worry about a door.
Exactly.
If you fall, you're just falling in the tub. I mean, you're probably going to hit your head and die, so you don't have to worry about anything.
What's a curtain rod weigh? 1 pound, maybe?
Unless it's iron.
Yeah, well.
I don't see many iron curtain rods. Yeah, they're usually in Russia.
That's a rich person.
They're usually in communist Russia, iron curtain.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, did anything fun happen? It's been so long. I can't even remember the date of our last podcast.
Well, I went to
2.5,
Universal
3
Studios,
weeks.
so that was really fun.
God dang it. He did.
I did the body plunge. I dropped 125 feet in 6 seconds a water slide.
That's badass.
It was sick.
That's badass, yeah.
You get in this capsule, they close the door, there's some Polynesian music, doo-doo, building up.
Hang on, that sounded more like Phil Collins in the air tonight.
But it wasn't. Hey, I'm not Polynesian. I'm not really a musician.
Could you feel it calling in the air tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how you knew you were getting a drop. But you're standing on this trap door, and then all of a sudden the music just hits this climax, this crescendo, and you're fucking gone.
And then he goes, I remember. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I remember. Don't worry. No, I would have liked to. I never been. I'd like to go.
I could not imagine the fun that we all would have had together.
Jesus.
But we had a blast on our honeymoon.
It would have been. I know people overuse the word epic.
It would have been.
But in this
legend.
Case,
wait for it.
Dairy. Good man. Good Stinson drop there. Listen, people. I know it's been a while since How I Met Your Mother ended, but if you're not still quoting Barney Stinson, then you missed the whole point of the show.
Right?
Okay.
What
we were given was a life role model. So embrace.
Mm-hmm.
Just embrace. Sorry.
I'm not.
Okay. Good.
I am not apologetic.
Good. I need to be less apologetic.
What did happen during that?
I'm driving a fucking cab now. That happened.
Yeah. That's
my
fun,
God.
though, right?
So
you don't have to think about it.
So people, I think I told y'all I quit.
Yeah.
Quit a good job, and I got the opposite of a good job. I am driving a cab now for very little pay plus tips, but damn, am I having a good time? I get, 15 to 20 people in my car every day, and each one is a new conversation to have.
Have you got a repeat person yet?
Yeah,
Cool.
and I've been put on request by 2 people. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I've been going over pretty well so far. But yeah, I've just been taking the opportunity to get back into the groove of talking to people, getting to know people, letting my guard down again.
Right. That's tough to do.
For the longest time I just couldn't do. So yeah, I'm talking to interesting people, and then I'm talking to people that aren't worth talking to. And
You'll have that.
And then there's some people I refuse to talk to. So it's all good. I'm seeing a lot of my old customers from the pawn shop. I'm not gonna lie. I've been recognized a few times from that. Like, dude, where do I know you? I worked at the pawn shop for about 6 years. That's it, man. That's where I know you. The pawn shop. Oh, you don't remember me? Oh,
No.
man. I had so many customers. Yeah, man, but I was in there like, man, I always brought my watch in, man. Remember? No.
I see you don't have a watch now, so you never
Right.
might pick it up.
Oh, it looks like you ended up letting us keep that, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the How Did This Get Made podcast. If we're doing anything wrong, I want you people to feel comfortable letting us know. So don't forget to pop over to our Gmail account. That's how did...
Oh, yeah. Different.
Trying to hijack a different podcast name right there. I'm not going to say whose, but you get the picture. Don't forget to drop us a line at somuchshitpodcast@gmail.com. I just wanted to plant that in there. It was a really bad segue. But I haven't gotten any emails yet, and it's starting to piss me off because I'm kind of serving as, co-host / complaint department, and no complaints yet. I guess that could be a good thing, but come on, seriously. Say something.
Something.
SoMuchShitPodcast@gmail.com.
So I'm getting a promotion.
Yes, you are.
Came back from honeymoon, and I'm getting a promotion.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Your career prospects are going up while mine are
Going up. Going up.
Yeah.
You enjoy what you do more now than what you did.
You are absolutely
It's
right.
all about perspective.
You are absolutely right. I'm working less days, more hours, but less days. And I'm once again actually putting pen to paper with ideas. Because people, it doesn't stop here. Stand-up comedy is the goal. It is the goal. I just, you either have an odd brain or you don't, and I do, so I want to maybe put it out there and let y'all pick it.
We should go to Indie sometime.
We should.
And go to that. There's
We
a
should.
comedy club down there. I can't remember what it's called now.
Morty's?
Is it Morty's?
Well, I mean, there's a few, but I'd say Morty's is probably the best known one.
So I'm sorry, I gotta
You got
segue
jokers,
because
but-
I'm drinking out of a Bubba Gump tall boy glass,
Oh.
and I love Bubba Gump
Oh.
Shrimp Company.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one, I love
The trash
Forrest.
buckets, man.
Yes, they're awesome. But we got the souvenir glass. We actually got 2. One broke in transit, so shit happens. The
Yeah.
glass, what do you expect? But just looking at that little shrimp, I love it. A little pricey, but it's worth it for at least once.
So worth it. I got the end of the day. It was called the end of the day trash or something, or end of the day garbage
They've
bucket
changed
or
it
something
now,
like
yeah.
that. Do they still quiz you?
Yep, they
Oh.
sure do. And I nailed all of it, but I got one wrong. She said,
Was
"What
it a
shoes does Jenny wear in their wedding?" And immediately my head went to her nursing shoes, which are white. And
Yeah.
I said white, but she doesn't wear shoes.
No, she doesn't. She's a hippie.
And I knew that.
Yeah.
But I was like, yep, I'm an idiot. But I nailed all the rest.
So get this. I really, really impressed our waiter. Okay? He came by with the Forrest Gump quiz. Of course, I nailed every question. And then I went into detail with some of the questions because I knew they were tricks. He said, "Where did Forrest Gump get shot?" And I said, "Well, Are we talking geographically or anatomically? Because he got shot in the buttocks, but in Vietnam. He goes, okay, yeah, that is a trick one. We accept either Vietnam or in the buttocks. Good job. And he's like, okay. And he says, how many Jennies did Forrest Gump have? And I said, okay, now, obviously they order 12 more Jennies, as he states in a line in the movie, meaning he already owned one Jenny, so there's 13, but then he does have the love of a woman named Jenny, so let's call it 14. He goes, well, 14's the correct answer, and 13's only acceptable if you're not a fucking nerd. And then he said, well, actually, I've got some bonus questions. I'm just going to see how long we can go. And so he just kept going, and he ran out of questions.
I know that you would
can't-
stomp me in like a trivia off, but
Like,
I love Forrest Gump.
When it comes to, I was going to say, like, I mean, you could have picked another movie and got me here or there with a question or two, but with Forrest Gump, I swear to God, I've probably seen that more than almost any other movie except for maybe Zoolander or The Big Lebowski.
Like I feel cheated because I know that our waitress did not give us hard questions. It was like, she said, where did he get shot? And I went with the buttocks, and which cheek, and then they're like, well, what is his favorite drink? Dr. Pepper. How many did he have? Blah blah blah.
15.
He must have had about 15 of them.
Must have had about
what did he say
15.
after that? He said, I gotta pee. Like,
Yeah.
how much did he get paid to mow the grass at the football field? Well, it was free because he enjoyed doing it.
Right.
It was just like some simple, easy stuff.
Sure.
And I messed up the shoes thing like a rookie.
I bet those are comfortable shoes.
Like, what sport did he play? Oh, come on. Like
Ping pong, football, which
table
one do you
tennis?
want here?
Table tennis?
He was a special boy.
Yes.
I just love how every time I watch that movie, no matter how many times I've seen it, there always seems to be at least one thing that I didn't catch the time before. So
What did Mama say life was like? If that's like the most common thing, a box of chocolates.
Right.
And then they ask why.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Everyone knows this.
Oh, yeah, like
Give me some stuff I
me
don't
some
know.
Shit. Like, let me show you that I'm not just the jack off that's seen Forrest Gump twice.
Oh, the drink that I got was the Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, nice.
I had to get it. And then when it came,
Absolutely.
I said, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Even though he doesn't say it like that in the movie, he says, but you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Because he wants to try to see legs.
Got no legs.
But, yeah, like I had to do it. And it was okay.
Oh, that's so good, though. What a great flick.
Isn't it?
God damn it.
Tom Hanks.
He's amazing.
I watched Sully.
Oh, yeah? Was it a piece of shit? Be honest.
It wasn't a piece of shit. It was just a boring movie.
It was just your run of the mill.
It was like they did, cinematography was good. He did obviously amazing, but I feel like he does amazing in almost everything he does. I feel like there's something that he hasn't done well in. But I can't think of it, so I'm gonna go with. He's amazing.
I could name a couple things.
So he is an acclaimed actor for a reason.
Shit, yeah.
But the movie could have never been made, and we'd be fine with it because it is boring. It doesn't keep you on your seat. You already know what happened.
Right.
I mean, it's just about him getting like railed over making that decision.
That is why I hate when they try to add suspense in a based on a true story movie. It's like,
especially when it's a true story like that.
Come on. Like, knock it off with the suspense. We know what happens.
Well, and like the thing is they get it over real quick. They pretty much start the movie with him landing on the Hudson.
Yeah, and then it's like all flashbacks,
and then
right?
it's all flashbacks
and
flashbacks,
and then things that didn't happen too, right?
And they just show like the side of how he got reamed by the media, by the aviation board, by all that stuff because of doing that when they're like, you should have came back to LaGuardia. Is that the airport?
I think so.
But whatever. I could have lived without watching it. Plus, I was getting ready to fly on a plane, and I was like, maybe this isn't the best thing to do.
Well, no.
But-
See, I like to do that. Like, you know what I did before I went to Florida and I knew I'd be getting in the ocean for the first time?
Jaws.
Yes, exactly. I watched Jaws, and then I watched Jaws
Universal
2.
Studio doesn't have
And
the
I
Jaws
watched
right
Deep Blue
anymore.
Sea. I watched a bunch of shark movies because I
Deep
was
Blue
like,
Sea, so good.
oh, I love Deep Blue Sea. I'd like to watch it as an adult. I
I
doubt.
watched it as a young adult.
Well, I doubt I've seen it since probably. I don't know. I know I watched it at least 3 times the year it came out. Maybe once or twice over the years since, but I know I haven't watched it in at least a decade. So I'd like to give it another viewing.
It's probably been 7 years for me. 6 or 7, something like that.
See how cheesy LL Cool J actually was. You couldn't tell me that back in the day, though.
I still don't think he's that good of an actor.
Ladies love Cool James.
Was he on NCIS?
Lick his lips, Cool James. What now? He's on one of those lettered shows.
Yeah, I didn't really like him in it.
I guess Fez is too. I saw him in a commercial for one of them. NCIS something.
I haven't watched The Ranch again.
Oh,
I wish Fez had more of a show or more of a part in it.
What
but-
season are you on?
3. I'm halfway through 3. I pretty
Okay.
much watched.
Okay,
it.
so he's already
It's just
been deported.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
But I don't know. Just
Spoiler alert for The Ranch.
well, it's too late. It's hey, that was a spoiler.
Yeah.
To be a spoiler alert, we have to say it first.
Well, I'm
Because
I'm
now-
alerting them that I just spoiled it. Be on alert. I've just spoiled this. Of course, you may already know if you were listening. For people that were tuning out during that segment, I was letting them know. Alert, hey,
Yeah, there we go.
don't go back. Because I just
if you watch
spoiled
The
some
Ranch or
shit.
Want to? Don't
Just
go back.
spoiled some shit.
Speaking of spoiling,
What would
I'm
be
gonna
better
spoil
is if-
Mindhunter.
Oh, man, no, don't. No, don't. Oh, don't. Oh, homie.
Hey,
Homie,
Netflix
how-
originals are killing it.
How about this? I think Netflix is the best. Let's just call it a channel for fun.
Okay,
Netflix is
again,
the
we
best
are
channel
not
ever.
sponsored. We are not sponsored
No,
by Netflix.
No, but Netflix shouldn't be so fucking good. And you know what? Netflix is sponsored by everybody because everybody
Everyone talks
knows
about it.
everybody
Everyone
knows
talks-
how
yeah.
fucking good Netflix is. And if you don't,
You're a fucking
I
liar.
don't know you.
You're a liar.
You're either a liar or you're so unhip that I can't be associated with you. Like people who don't Netflix, I don't get you. Where are you getting your entertainment? Because I'm telling you, the entertainment you're getting is not on par with the entertainment the rest of the world is getting. So stop with this network bullshit that where all of it has studio laughter and commercial breaks and just fucking there are no awkward silences or there are no catch-ups in the next scene where it's like, "Oh, hey, let me fill you on. Let me let me repeat
This
a
is what
line.
happened."
Let me repeat a line from the scene before we cut to commercial break, so you know where it's unneeded bullshit. We're past that, people. We have evolved, and because of that, we are now in the golden age of television, and thankfully, we're in the golden age of beer because everything's just getting better. Most things, other things are going to shit, Andrew.
Yeah, other things are social issues are going to shit,
Common decency.
but with beer getting to a better quality, then maybe social issues will become better.
Marijuana has gotten to a quality that I just don't think it can climb much more past. Oh my God. We're living in a golden age of things where people have just figured out a lot of stuff and made it as good as it can be.
You might be able to help me pick this movie or get to it because I can't remember which it is, but there's an old black gentleman and he's getting ready to smoke with his grandson or son, and he says how he used to smoke all the time and like he hits it and he gets higher than shit and is just baffled by how potent marijuana is now. But I don't remember what movie. Maybe it's just a lost cause.
Maybe, but if it comes to me, I will chime in no matter what we're talking about.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, Netflix
Yes.
has one called The Babysitter, I think.
I want to watch
It
that.
is good.
You watched that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to
It
see
is
that,
good.
and I want to watch Little Evil. These
I'm
are
gonna watch The Evil also.
Yeah, these are because The Babysitter, that was also like a horror comedy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I love the horror comedy genre.
and they nail it.
It's such a good genre.
It's got like
it's just fun.
It's got like an 80s or late 80s, early 90s feel to it too, except it's not shot like that. Cinematography, or cinema. How would you say that? Cinematography wise, maybe, but it is good. I laughed. I didn't cry. I wasn't scared, but I laughed.
It looks good. It looks funny. It's on my radar. I want to show Haven this weekend, my 10-year-old. I want him to watch Stranger Things season 1 because
Friday, right?
Yeah,
it comes out
Friday.
The new one,
the 27th. Yeah, Friday the 27th. Stranger Things season 2.
Man,
I'm
have
pumped.
a haunted lodge to be at though, so I'll be in Winchester.
Well, I'm gonna refrain.
Friday and Saturday.
I know I'm gonna refrain this weekend from watching any of it.
Wait and watch it with Haven.
No, I know I'm gonna rewatch season 1 before I do season 2. So I'm just gonna binge the crap out of it. So yeah, we'll probably end up doing that this weekend. And what's great too is it's not a bad show. Like that's one you can actually watch with the kids.
Yeah,
like it's
age appropriate.
It is. It's very much age appropriate. I'm okay watching it with my 10-year-old. So kudos on that.
I'd be fine with watching it with a 6-year-old. I don't think there's anything really that risque or anything.
Aside from some language and a couple of whatever thematic elements, I don't think so either.
But then again, I don't have kids, so I'd watch it with a newborn.
Yeah,
all day.
Well, newborns are great because you can watch anything with them.
But what are they absorbing?
You don't
know.
Well, the good news is
Jeffrey
they
Dahmer
can't
was
repeat
made.
it. The good news is they can't repeat it, so they can't tell on you. It's not like your 6 months old's gonna say
watched the Man Show.
Yeah, we watched shadowed naked women dance behind a curtain.
We watch girls on trampolines.
I used to love the Man Show.
So did I. Just because I wasn't supposed to watch it, and I'd stay up late and watch it.
Oh yeah, man! I would watch Howard Stern and the Man Show and Wild on E with Jules Asner. Although Brooke Burke
and Sue, was her name Sue, the sex talk lady, on like HBO or Cinemax or whatever. It was, the old lady.
The old lady. No, it wasn't Sue. What was that? Sex talk. Oh my gosh.
Or talk sex with.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I used to watch that. That was
hilarious. It was so funny.
So funny. Yes. Oh my gosh, I would just stay up, and my one eye would always be on the hallway to make sure my mom wasn't walking into the living room, and the other eye was on the TV. So I always half paid attention and half freaked out.
Yeah.
But it was great.
First time I watched that, I was in Washington D.C. for a school field trip. And you had 4 guys in there. Obviously, we're watching Skinamax or HBO. I can't remember which one it was, but like
this.
We watched. There was like a Sex Olympics, and it was crazy. And then there was a lady who made a dildo out of a potato, and then she ate the potato, like just took a big chunk out of it. Yeah. I was like, what? And then there was
hope she salted it.
She didn't. Well, I mean, I guess with vaginal secretion, there would be some sodium content there.
Absolutely. Speaking of vaginal secretion, no, just how great of a segue would that be? So I went to Jiffy Lube. No. Oh man. Yep. Yeah. So this cab gig, these are 12-hour days, which I'm not used to. I'd gotten very much used to the 8-hour days again. And man, I gotta say, you feel every bit of that extra 4 hours.
Yes.
Like everything past 8 hours, you're like, holy shit, I could have been off an hour ago. Holy shit, I could have been off 2 hours ago. Oh, I would have been off 3 hours. Oh, buddy, unlimited data really pays for itself when you're a cab driver. Because today was the first day I realized that this job comes with some serious downtime from time to time.
Especially around here. Small town people.
But I will say the first 3 days, I had very little downtime, very busy, lots of driving, more people taking cabs during the day at all times than you would think. for a town of 36,000. So there is that. But days like today, oh my God, man, I had to have watched at least a good 2 hours worth of YouTube videos throughout the day, like combined.
You're gonna run out.
You're
gonna run out of YouTube.
Well, most of them today were about fake martial arts, like, and how big of a thing that used to be. Like exposing Steven Seagal.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Apparently
we can see it.
God, what a big fucking liar. It was great. They were playing this interview that he gave and then pointing out each lie. Like he was talking about how the first time he met Bruce Lee, his son Brandon, and Bruce Lee's son Brandon, and Steven Seagal's son, who ironically has a like really Asian sounding name, while the Asian guy's son's name is Brandon. Yeah, so how their kids were exactly the same age, and how Bruce Lee joked, "This is my little Caucasian son," and I'm like, man, Bruce Lee didn't even talk like that, but whatever. Okay. And then this thing popped up, and it's like, yeah, Bruce Lee's son, Brandon, born in 65. Seagal's first son, born in 75. 2 years after Bruce Lee was already dead. Yeah, that's kind of a bit... Okay, so you, like, completely just made up a story. Wow.
Oh, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
You're a pathological liar.
Pathological. Oh, and he's going to get uber exposed since this big wave of women coming forth that... Like the whole movement that Harvey Weinstein sparked, the casting couch culture. Steven Seagal's already been ousted by a few chicks. I bet several more are going to come out.
See, the thing is, Harvey, definitely. In Hollywood, definitely. There's a whole bunch of shit that's going around. And, it's not just women. It's a human's rights issue.
Absolutely.
And this is not a sex or a gender issue.
Well, I disagree. For the longest time, it's specifically... much more prominent for females to be exposed to.
Guarantee that men are. I know men are just as much.
I know men are too,
it's
because there's a lot of gay executives.
But,
and there's a lot of female executives looking for young dick
80s,
too.
I can see, sure.
But I guarantee you though, it is so in favor of the men being the pigs in the circumstance.
But that doesn't make it a sex or gender issue.
It is. It's a big thing. But no, you're right. And actually, there's another one. Corey Feldman.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Corey Feldman. Anyway,
that's all about that.
But Corey, and I've known that for a long time because, I've read his book when it first came out years ago. There is a huge problem with pedophilia in Hollywood. The type of people that position themselves to work closely with children alone in very trusting circumstances
and authoritative positions as well.
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely of course. I mean, you're just asking for it. You're almost no doubt putting your kids in the care of a pedophile. Almost no doubt.
Yep.
No doubt in my mind anyway, because it's just, it's too easy. It's too easy. Let me put it that way. It's too easy. Like being a priest.
I think though what I was saying is that it's not a gender issue on who is getting abused. The abusers, I guarantee, like you said, more than likely they're male.
Oh yeah.
Because one, there aren't many females. Or weren't many females. There probably are still more males than females in the industry that are higher up.
Yes.
Or that would be.
Yes.
And we all know that there are female pedophiles and sexual offenders.
Yes.
And
but
more often than not, not in Hollywood, but like females are the aggressors in domestic disputes more than males. It's just you don't hear about that. But
correct.
It's not a gender issue to get abused. Because look at Jared Fogle. He still liked boys.
And girls, too, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He still liked girls. But, it's all fucked. It's all disgusting.
It is.
And I'm glad that it's finally coming out and people are talking about it more than just joking about it. Because it's been joked about for years. So people have known. They just haven't stepped forward to try to stop anything.
We'll probably never know who the greatest talents in the world could have been.
Because they didn't want to get fucked.
They didn't blow somebody's dick. You know, it's like
There's a reason that's a saying. It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
yes,
Or what you know, it's who
absolutely. You blow. Think of all the talent that the world never got to see because some people held themselves to a higher standard. Now I understand that some of these girls were, you know, in the circumstance they didn't want to be in, but I'm curious as to how, you know, I wonder how many of them refused.
Yeah.
You know, like refused. It sounds like a lot of them did, but, you know, I wonder how many didn't and then are going to still look for sympathy. And it's like, well, you know, unless you were threatened or felt threatened, because then maybe you acted out of fear. So, but if you didn't act out of fear and you're just coming, you know, and you just did it to advance your career, then don't come forward now. You know what I mean?
I think they should still come forward, though, because you can be coerced into it, and it's a mind fuck. And especially somebody who's done it for years,
yeah,
they're going to be able to warp that mind.
Let me rephrase. Anyone who willingly did it, knowing what they were getting into and knowing what they would have to do, you know, if you went to see a producer knowing that he was going to ask you to fuck and you were willing to go there and fuck to get a movie part, then don't come forward.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know,
because you're not.
if
you're willing,
you're willing to
different.
whore yourself
It's
out
completely different.
to get something.
Then there's prostitution.
So if you are willing to whore yourself out, then don't come forward as a victim. Okay, you're a whore. But anyone that was subjected to that is, you know, that was not at all what they wanted, and truly were victimized or harassed or, you know, just traumatized at all by an event like that, that I hope they just come out in hordes.
Or
I want exposure. I just
to a different level.
Yes,
and
I'm
hopefully
ready.
hold
I
them
am
to a
ready
standard.
for a whole wave of exposure on bullshit that I've suspected for a long time, because the
You knew
longer
it was
time
happening,
time goes and the more things come out, the more I'm like, man, am I the only one putting these fucking pieces together?
Right.
Do people not see this as a
And there's
pattern?
nothing that we can do
This
about
is
it.
historical. This is just coming around again. Like, we're just bringing awareness to an old issue. Like, wake the fuck up, people. God damn it. Most of the people we all look at as heroes and we idolize and we admire for their talents, they're actually probably really fucking shitty people.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, do I think Ben Affleck is a good guy? Probably fucking not. You know why? One, he's too good at playing a fucking douchebag. And two, now there's women saying, oh, no, he knew all about Harvey. No, he knew all about Harvey. Yeah, him and Matt Damon covered. Yeah, well, you know what then? You're all just fucking
Pieces of shit.
yes. And maybe that's what we're going to figure out, is that people that need that kind of attention and that kind of fame and power, you know, maybe they're all just pieces of shit. Maybe that's what you have to be willing to be to achieve that.
Especially at that level. Or maybe just doing what they're doing. I don't know.
Sure. Do you know how many fucking movies the name Weinstein is on? And how many of the best movies the name Weinstein is? Oh my God, man.
And what does he actually even do?
He's a producer. So, I mean,
He doesn't do anything.
Producers
except be
have
like,
an array of things that
here's
they
money.
do. No. See, that's a big misconception.
I guarantee he isn't doing that. He is paying someone to do it for him.
I don't know. I've heard stories. You hear about a lot of producers that are actually very involved in the movie. So much so that they get asked to not be like, here's your money back. We're tired of all your input. Like, so yeah, I mean, you know,
But I can't see him
producers
doing
are
much.
great. Like,
Now.
if I see something that was produced by, you know, fucking Scorsese, I'm more compelled to watch it because I'm like, oh, Scorsese believed in it.
At least he's not going to make it.
Yeah,
shit.
Scorsese threw some opinions in on this and donated some money. All right, let's see, you know, what he felt, you know. So, I mean, to me, producer does it. It's a big thing, but at the same time, you're right. You know, they're
When
not.
you get to a
They're not
certain
they're not a director.
And you've done that much.
Yeah.
I guarantee he doesn't have as much input as he used to on movies because he
Sure.
probably doesn't give a shit.
Well, yeah, he probably gives like way less of a fuck.
Except for
But
the
he's
fucks
still
that
not
he's given out for positions in that movie.
But when your company is also your last name, I think it does make
You have some merit.
I think
you care about it.
Yeah, I think it does make you care a little bit better. Unless your name's Donald Trump, then you'll just then you'll just rent your name out to be slapped on anything.
Yeah, but his stuff's the best. If his name is on it, it's the best.
Believe me, okay? We only sell the finest stuff.
Have you ever been to Trump Tower?
I've never been to Trump Tower, but quite frankly, I hear it's the best place in the world.
They make the best Mexican bowls.
I hear it is phenomenal.
By real Mexicans, too. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Real Mexican food, real Mexicans, people. Don't let anyone lie, okay? And when I build the wall, my staff will stay on this side of it. That you can put some fucking money on. That's not how Donald Trump talks, and now I'm just blowing the whole thing.
You can put a small amount of money,
You
say
can.
$10 million.
Yeah, I didn't have anywhere to go with that. It was doomed. It was doomed. So I had to run it into the ground. Man, I am smoking more now that I'm in a taxi. Boredom and sitting and smoking cigarettes are those are not good.
No,
It
smoking
makes
in
you
general is not
smoke.
good.
No, yeah, but especially too much time and too much nothing to do. That just equals more cigarettes smoked per hour. So I need to get a handle on that. But well, man, damn it, God damn it, I would really.
We still have so much shit to talk about.
I know we do.
You know what we should do?
This isn't fair.
You know what we should do? We should meet next week.
We should. Monday
Or Tuesday.
or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday.
I'm not sure.
Mondays would be better.
Monday's my. I think. Wait, no, because Tuesday's the 31st. So this Monday I can do it.
Okay.
This Monday I can do it.
All right. Monday. Guys, we don't do this enough. So.
And we're going to watch Freaked.
We are.
Before our next podcast.
We are. Oh. You know.
I don't know if that's possible.
You know what, though? Hey. What's another broken promise?
Yeah,
hey,
no.
guys.
We're going to watch
Freaked. And,
and you can take that to the bank.
But no, actually probably not, because I feel like we just have so much more leftover shit from the last time we talked. We could probably do another one before we get to the Freaked episode.
Well, I think we're too busy this weekend
Yeah.
to do it, because the only day we'd have is Sunday, and I think
Yeah.
like you've got the kids, or you're taking them back Sunday.
Yeah, I'll be
and,
taking them back Sunday.
we've got to clean house and stuff on Sunday because we're going to be gone doing stuff Friday and Saturday.
Sure.
So.
Well, I could do like a late Sunday, or I could do a Monday early or late, or a Tuesday early or late. So.
Work Monday.
Guys, we'll work this out on our own time. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out again. Andrew, congratulations, man.
Thank you, and congratulations to you.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I don't know what it's for, but I will take it anyway, and I will cherish it. I love this. I love this man, guys.
And we will talk to you later.
Yeah.
Jabronis.
Got so much shit to talk about. Got so much shit to talk about.
We've got so much shit to talk about.